Boy.
Aye.
Oh wait, I haven't changed the title of the thing on my overlay.
We're now playing Dead by Daylight.
That's a stupid thing to do, isn't it, John?
I can fix it.
Do you need some assistance from my spoon?
No, that's okay.
Barky, barky, woof, says the dog.
Wait 1 second.
Woof it.
Yeah, that's not how you spell annihilation.
No, that's not how you spell annihilation.
I don't
I
know.
don't know what you've written, but that's not how you spell it.
Oh, that's not how you spell it either. That's...
God damn it, John.
Can't you do copy and paste, really?
So,
Hello and welcome to this FBF live stream of the Tomb of Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Annihilation, right.
Annihilation.
My name is John and I am joined by Theodos Lorakaren,
Hello.
Torin Vesuvasagiesh,
Aldo.
Riodan Ithrada,
Hello there.
Romad Sourfang.
Hi, I'm from a distance.
Hello over there.
Hi.
I'm on my way.
And I am informed that Philip is on his way as well.
Exactly.
We have a full house.
No.
Oh wait.
Huzzah.
We
Still not.
almost have a full house.
Where the hell's that? Home.
The
Hi, fella.
word for the day is
Oh,
home.
you found the
Can
home.
you say it with me, children?
Howdy, Sean. How was the cider and fish and chips?
Oh, you made me envious.
By the way, John, you used our in-game name to make us sound more noble and adventurous and all that, but we always sound so ridiculous it doesn't work.
Exactly. Spoon.
Okay, well let's go around again and introduce everybody by name. I've got Scar with me. No?
Yeah,
Sammy, maybe. Hello.
I'm here.
Sean's here, Ben's here, and Tanny's
Hi.
here.
Hi, I'm a loser.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Good, Sean. I'm glad 'twas exactly what you needed. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the cider and fish and chips were by the sea.
Oh, I really wish I had that.
Anyway,
I was doing exercise around a field. I mean,
she sticks her tongue out at you.
Well, I stick one out back.
Is it your own or
I-
somebody
I-
else's?
Could you stop sticking things to people? It's-
I clamp a
Be
peg up to
careful,
Sean's
sir.
tongue.
Be very careful, Shern, or I might interrogate you.
You don't want
Um,
that. No.
If you do that, that'll sound like a sexual practice. I'm just telling.
Actually, what I should also do is move the chat. Not that chat window. Where's my chat window? Chat box. There
Hold
we
on.
go.
I
Chat.
don't know.
Chat goes over there. Watch as I fix the UI live.
Yay!
Roll initiative.
I suppose at some point we should start playing D&D. Really, I should also turn this light on. But that
Well,
will
why
come
would we
in
want to
later.
do that? These conversations are quite wonderful at the moment.
That's
DM what?
fun, innit? Maddie, you guys are all losers, but you are all wonderful. Smiley face. Thank
I don't
you,
know whether
Maddie.
to say yay to that or not.
Tanny agrees. You hoes.
Tanny, you're referring to yourself as well.
Yeah.
Tanny, you ho.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Oh, it's
Hang on.
off to work
Does that
we
mean
go.
that John is now our pimp?
No. He says not tonight.
Well, in that case, we're doomed.
Get out there and earn my money, bitch. What?
Maddie, you're just wonderful, and thank you for the poutine and I guess whatever ice hockey that you invented,
I don't know.
and peanut butter. Thank you for all of those things, and anything else fine Canadian that you invented.
The maple leaf.
Moot.
Syrup.
I'm actually wearing my D&D t-shirt today and everything, so let's
That's
get on
not
with
bonus.
this.
Okay.
And after this very long introduction,
After this very long introduction, last
We're all
time,
dead.
previously on this game,
Last time on The Walking Dead.
You guys
We
fought
all
some
died.
frog people,
And died.
and a lot of you died.
A lot of you died, and our entire
Your entire
Group of
group of
Useless soldiers.
soldiers
I hit a lot of things with a head.
snuffed it. Riordan died twice, once, twice.
3 times a lady.
Well, twice if you count the teddy bears.
But you guys all gained a new level of experience, so you have now ascended to the high ranks of the second level.
Because we are experienced and proficient in dying now.
We know what it's like. We don't want to do it again.
I would debate the telephone, Maddie, but then I know Alexander Graham Bell probably stole a lot of that, but yes.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Um,
I think Carbon is here.
Hi.
hello,
Hello.
Kaboom. Philippe
Hi.
has now joined us as well.
Woo!
You guys all reach level 2, which means two things. I mean, it means many things. You've all got new things that you can do. And you've also
Yay.
all got new on-screen character sheets to reflect the fact that all of your statistics have changed slightly, and by that I mostly mean your maximum health points have gone up.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
But the top two up here, Torin Vesuvitsegish and Riordan Ithrana, both have new abilities. Torin Vesuvitsegish can now wield magic, and Riordan Ithrana can now wield the mystical energies of Ki.
Oh
And
yeah.
I became a dragon.
And Romad, Sauerfang, and Theodas Lorakaran both have
Got medals.
artwork pictures.
Yes.
Yeah, we did our job.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
And I got married.
I get the picture.
You
I
don't
will
get
send it over.
No,
So
you don't
you
have
don't
the
get
picture.
the
That's the
picture.
problem.
That's the issue here.
my picture comes with words.
Uh,
Spoon. Just draw a spoon. It will be alright.
That is all you need for my
Yeah,
picture. is
this
a
is just
spoon.
going to be a spoon, and with a really interesting face on it one day.
so to give a quick rundown of what people can now do, Theodas can now shapeshift. Torin
Yeah.
Vesuvitsegish can now do magic and cast Divine Smite. Riordan Ithrana can now wield the mystical energies of Ki. Philippe, because you weren't here last time,
Yes.
you reach level 2. That means you get more hit points. You're now up to 26, which means you can take a lot of damage.
Okay.
You also have a new ability called Reckless Attack. So, with Reckless Attack, I consult the book to read what it does. It does say on your character sheet what it does, but
Okay.
starting at second level, you can
I
throw
know
aside all concerns to defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attacks using strength during this turn, but attacks made against you have advantage until your next turn. So basically you throw all caution to the wind and go outright on an attack, but people attacking you back again, it's bad
You leave
news for
yourself
you.
open.
You leave yourself open to a return attack. You also now have danger senses. Your spidey senses are tingling. You gain an uncanny sense of when things aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you need to dodge away from danger. You have an advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see coming, such as traps and spells, as long as you aren't blind, deaf, or incapacitated.
Oh, dumb.
Okay.
That too.
So
Being-
the reckless attack and.
You're already dumb, so I can't help that.
And then Romad Sauerfang's bond with their patron has become slightly stronger, and they can now do things.
Like a
Yeah.
beautiful dance number.
Yeah.
And by things, I mean eldritch invocations.
Mm.
I got the interesting things now. Yeah.
But we find our part. Oh, and In other news of things that occurred in the last session, it turns out that your guide, Eku, isn't just a
Yeah.
human.
She's an awesome flying snake person thing.
Yeah.
She is a beautiful
And a complete Deus Ex Machina for us.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We chose the right guide, I think. I don't know why, but I think we chose the right guide.
It turns out that Eku explains to you during the course of the next rest of the day as you continue your journey. I'm assuming, are you guys going to continue on to Mbala and see what's there?
That was going to be the first thing I asked. Is continuing on.
Well,
Vengeance go.
we got this far.
Shall we say yes? Okay, all who say yes, say yes.
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 Yeah.
Okay, we're saying we're carrying on. We are carrying on.
Okay. I mean, Mbala, as well as being where the Camp Vengeance guys wanted you to go, it's also somewhere that Eku wishes you to go because she came from there and her people, or the people that lived there, got wiped out by evil, and she would like you to address that by defeating the evil that is there.
Uneviling the place.
Unevel the place.
Seeing how badly we did
You
with
have my spoon.
I think she might be a bit worried right now.
She might think you're in a little bit over your heads, but it's also on the way to Oralunga, which is where you've been sent to consult with the Guardian.
Indeedles.
The
So
fact that she hasn't left us yet is quite a good sign. You know, we must be quite good.
it's a nice pit stop, really.
Yeah.
I
But
think it's because we play well.
Eku explains as you continue on her journey, or your journeys,
On her journey.
on her journey, and you guys tag along.
You're just
Sounds about right.
Asked for Eku's journey.
That she is a coatl, which is a winged snake person.
Cool.
They are a force for. It's fine. You've survived this long. How badly could it go? Says Maddie.
You have no idea.
You have really no idea.
We could lose the spoon.
But yeah, she's a winged snake. They fight. They are a force for good in the world. And tend to be protectors of an area. Definitely right, Tanny. Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Tanny, was it you the other day that was saying you now can't say that without singing the song?
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
I was watching one of your GTA.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
To be honest, I'm just like Tanya. Whenever I say,
Oh, that was
jinx
Sean.
it, I can't say. Oh yeah, Sean. I mean, she does say a lot of times. So.
Sean apparently can't now say "Don't jinx it" without singing that.
Which started a meme. Yeah.
Yay us!
Now we need t-shirts.
Oh, don't jinx it.
So yeah,
Look for "Don't Jinx It" t-shirts coming soon.
at
May I just say, everyone, you're welcome.
www.don'tjinxit.com.
As soon as I work out how to write a song on a t-shirt.
No, you
Use
can
your
make
notes
it
to
like,
amend the
like
words.
an old like advert.
Oh, we're gonna have to set work on this
Some,
now,
like,
aren't we?
some chubby cheek child with their thumb up. Don't jinx it. In cursive writing.
Torin
That's
Like-
Vasuthasegiesh.
what do you want from me?
Are you by any chance cartographying this trip? Because I know that you have the map.
I'm doing my darndest.
Right, fair enough.
Roll initiative.
You guys
Now I'm
have.
gonna be a mimic.
You guys, for the first time, have now actually explored a hexagon of the map that's not been revealed previously, and have revealed a new hex on the map. And then you guys camp for the night.
What the heck?
And then the following day, you carry on towards Umbala
For more hex.
Day, we all become hoes.
and reveal another hex.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
hex.
we're on fire today.
Hexy.
Okay, we got a lot of work to do.
How long is this game?
This is like this is worse than Minesweeper.
And then also, if I can remember how to button press, that's the button.
By the way, just Kaboom, you might want to get into Roll20.
Yeah, it could help.
I just got some internet trouble. I had to disconnect and reconnect.
Pocket, sir.
Yeah.
Pocket.
You see, this is what happens when we jinx it. So everyone, all together. 1, 2, 3. Don't jinx it. Well, that was very harmonic.
You have discovered Umbala.
Yeah.
Yep, what?
Oh, I thought we found some porn stash. Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything could go wrong.
And
Don't jinx it.
if I can remember to also put this on the token level. Boop. There's the dot for Umbala. But
Wow.
I almost lost it to the annals of time and lower
Oh,
map
wow.
levels.
And space.
It's so pretty.
You get to a sheer cliff face.
We
And
all
you-
go fall in love with it.
You
Boyish.
you look up at the sheer cliff face and you think to yourselves, gosh,
Oh,
that
but
sheer
you-
cliff face looks about 1,800 feet tall.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We have one of those like laser things that fucking turn in the distance.
Exactly.
And
And
then
I
you-
think we can also
same
add
time,
them
we-
out of a small bush.
I
at
would
the
just
top
love
of
for
it.
one person to say that, the other one saying, nah, it's about to.
It basically Umbala sits on a 1,800 foot high plateau with sheer cliffs that rise above the heaps of boulders as large as ships. So I like
That's
the
good,
fact that
but
you
how
can
do we
both
get there?
you can both work out 1,800 feet high cliff face and boulders, but the boulders are only the size of ships. There appears to be a narrow path cut into the cliff face that seems to climb all the way to the top.
Hmm.
But you could also try to climb the cliff face, but that would be silly.
I'm going to take the path.
I'm gonna follow on taking the path.
Yeah,
I'm going
the narrow path sounds good.
gingerly take the path.
So the path begins on the north side and winds its way slowly upwards. Through many switchbacks, it winds across the cliff face for about 3 miles. It varies in size, but averages around 5 feet out from the cliff. It's not a wide path. It's a very narrow path. And tumbled boulders and sticking out roots make it a very difficult path to cross. But between you guys, you can clear the way, and it takes time and it's a difficult ascent, but it doesn't take any rolling of dice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It does also take about 3 hours to ascend the path.
Okay.
And as you're going around, it winds the whole way around this plateau. So you can see many sights out into the distance.
For that sake,
Look,
can
it's a
our
woman.
map right? Can he get a better point of view of the surrounding area to potentially add some more hex onto our map?
You can't add more hexes, but I can give you some locations if you guys can make me a wisdom/perception roll.
Wisdom/perception. Ooh.
A perception roll, which is just wisdom if you are not skilled in it.
Okay. Well, I am in perception, so I'll do perception. And
Did pretty well.
Well, I'm not skilled in perception, but I might as well go just click it anyway because it's just going to add the same thing anyway.
Alright, give me a second. I have lost all mankind.
Fair enough.
We're like, let's go check the surroundings, and you at the back. Okay, hold on a second. I put my
You're
glasses
looking at the
on.
wall. I can't see anything.
There's a cliff.
Well, I'm too much of a daydreamer, so that's the reason why he doesn't want to do much. He doesn't do much.
How did we get up so high?
Maddie points out that 3 hours, you guys better have some travelling songs.
Yeah, it's definitely a cliff.
Oh my god, the giant rock.
Tanny, Romad's going, cliff face, bird. I think we're getting high.
I think we can all watch Roman and be like, dude, seriously,
You're a rock and it's giant.
go see a doctor about them.
Several-
We can see the cogs turning, but we know nothing's going on.
At several points on the climb, Tanny misses a turn and is just guided back onto the path with a helpful push from Carboom or from Theodas.
Yeah.
I was too infatuated with the cliff and that.
As soon
You
as
saw
I see,
something big and yellow in the sky and didn't know what it was, didn't you?
as soon as I see Roma just going off the path, I'm always like catching her sleeping, like, oh no, it's this way. Okay.
So what the rest of you guys see?
Like literally all of us, or
All of you can see the following, and then I will narrow this down. All of you can see out across the Aldani Basin to the south. This is a marshy basin area between the Shoshenstar and Tath rivers.
a lot of old chaff.
It's where a lot of the native Chultans live. Let's see who else can see this one. Everybody can also see out in the distance across the Aldani Basin. Again, except for obviously Romad, who's looking at a cliff.
And a very particularly shiny rock.
There's
Roman's
a
currently trying to walk into the cliff.
It's like romance lagging. It's like she's like walking along and then suddenly she's back there.
She's looking for a reborn.
I'm trying to glitch into the cliff side, guys. It's not working.
He's trying to do like in Skyrim, where you just like kind of just walk out a mountainside to try and get up it.
just like jumping and trying to walk.
Yeah, just sliding back down. It's like...
I gotta find a good gift for this. Hang on, I gotta find a good gift.
Everybody can see floating above the Eldani Basin, quite some distance away, as you can see from where the X just appeared on the map, is a hunk of stone.
We'll be there in 2 years.
We might go there at some point, maybe.
Which is, I mean, it basically looks like a floating heart.
Hence the name.
Like anatomical heart or cartoon?
And an anatomical. It's a big lump of rock that is suspended in the air on nothing.
Is it beating?
It is not beating, so that's good. It is suspended in the air by nothing, which is weird.
Yeah.
Seeing as
Where you're from. That's a bit odd.
seeing as I mentioned, it's a giant lump of rock slowly floating.
Is it above what looks like a rib cage?
No. Echo points.
That's knackered, isn't it?
Echo, if you guys start talking about it, Echo points out that is called the Heart of Ubtao.
The name makes sense.
And then as you guys get slightly further round, Riordan is distracted momentarily by making sure that Romad doesn't just wander off the cliff face.
I'm trying to find a way to be positive.
But everybody else can see out to the west here is the ziggurat of Uralunga,
That's where we're going.
which is where you're currently your quest is currently heading. And you didn't roll high enough to spot anything else, so
At
So I'm
least we.
afraid you didn't spot the Tarrasque.
yeah, you didn't
You didn't see
spot.
the meteor coming down to kill you all.
I mean, it's just floating there, so it's just there.
Well, at least we know where we go now.
We've got
That's
a point
true.
of reference is the main thing.
Yep, you've got some ideas of where you're heading to, vaguely at the very least. And about 2.5 hours into the trip up, maybe slightly more than that, you look up and you reckon you're about 100 feet below the lip of the plateau. The path that is proceeding west along the cliff at this point veers directly into a natural cleft in the stone face. Steps are cut into a 15-foot wide crevasse, and scenes of jungle predators, flying lizards, and erupting volcanoes are carved in shallow relief on the walls
Interesting.
in ways that make creative use of the natural shape of the rock.
Can that tell us anything?
No, it's nice artwork, really.
Okay, that's fine then.
That's how it works, really.
The stone steps emerge onto the top of the plateau beneath a once grand but now decrepit wooden gateway.
About fucking time.
The gates that sealed this entrance are now rotted away, leaving only their rusted iron hinges and reinforcing bands. In their place are heaps of human skulls. Picked clean of all flesh and bleached white by the sun, they grin at you from the roadway and down from atop towering mounds.
Oh, that's friendly.
Well, this looks pleasant.
This was just like home.
So you can either go back down the hill.
Well, we've gone all this way. Bye.
Can we ask Urus about what exactly we're there for?
Well, Echo,
Echo?
I used to live in Mbala, and it was a peaceful town until she came.
Oh,
She came,
Oh.
and she dropped 52 frames just there.
she's that powerful.
She's that powerful. She's that evil.
You've got 52 frames.
No, she wiped them out. She wiped out the Tau. She wiped out Umbala. She posed as a witch doctor.
And she's called?
Nanny Poo Poo.
Wait, what?
Despite the dour demeanor, there's a.
Can I
I really
try-
try not to laugh.
Can I try a roll to see if it has any meaning in a religion?
You can try, but you can try.
I try for the heck of it. I do not know what this make.
None that you know of.
Okay. Purple, not a god.
Okay.
But to be fair, I can understand why they weren't worried of someone who's called Nanny Poo Poo.
Okay, I do have another
the-
question. Do we know how this Nanny Poo Poo killed everyone?
Echo gestures round to the skulls.
Yes.
I approach one of them to kind of like look at the bones of it closer to see if there's like any marks or.
It is clear that flesh has been picked from them by teeth.
Hmm.
Oh,
He
Ah.
cannibalism!
I turn to Iku and ask her, were you in Umbala when this happened?
I was not, unfortunately. If I had been, I might have been able to do something about this.
But when did it happen? Hello?
Bear
Hello?
with me.
No.
A
Let me
while
check.
ago.
Imagine.
Oh, voice in the sky, tell us.
a period of time ago.
Stop asking
Before
questions I
now.
can't answer. I forgot something.
Long ago.
Like an hour.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Last
Oh, no.
Tuesday.
3 years, I'm going to say. 3
Oh, right,
years
okay.
ago.
Hmm.
Well,
Do we know how she attacks?
oh, what does she look like?
She should look like
Looks
the
like a
only
witch
thing still
doctor.
living up here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she
That
attacks
narrows
with
it down.
magic.
Okay. Is there anyone who might be able to do a subtle investigation through the thing to see whether she's just immediately there, just waiting for her next dinner?
Not good investigation.
Same here.
I can try. Wait. I don't remember if I have good thing or not.
You'd need to make a
Um,
stealth check to stealth into the village.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Investigation. Stealth, I'm good in it. Investigation, not that much.
okay.
Can I try to get discreetly in the village? So,
Yeah, go do a stealth, I guess.
Yep. Let me just pop out some character sheets that I'm going to need momentarily. There we
Seems-
go.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's
I have
got-
something that could possibly detect evil, but it's only a very relatively limited range. So
I must
Yeah,
say,
Well, we've already
this,
had someone try and sneak in now, so.
this D&D is looking more and more like a DBD going.
Okay, yeah, you managed to do a thing. Bear with me a moment while I fix a thing, and then a thing will occur.
Her name. Jesus Christ.
Cool. Okay, so Philippe says, "Stay back. I shall go in on my own," or some words to that effect, and
Screw you, it's mine.
skulks away in cat-like pose.
Meow. Wasn't me.
he sees the mouse and goes right after it.
Dinner!
Philippe, you
Yes.
creep into the ruins of Umbala, and the only structure still intact is a lone hut about 1,000 yards southwest of the gate that you stood at, or the rest of the party stood at. The hut is made from thatch.
Aha! Contains one evil-looking guinea pig.
The hut is made from thatch and animal hide stretched over the ribbed cage of an immense reptile. Animal skulls, wind chimes, and totems of feathers and shells rattle in the breeze, and smoke drifts from the hut.
Does it look like shamanism or something?
It does, yes.
Hmm.
A creature shuffles slowly around the hut, hunched over in an animal-like posture. As you creep closer, you realize it's a human woman who is impossibly old, crippled by arthritis, blinded by cataracts. Her dark skin and blind pate are outlined with streaks of yellow clay, suggesting the shape of a skull. Or perhaps it's just her skin stretched tight over the skull that suggests this.
Okay. Well, first, of course, I don't come out immediately. Of course, I stay put for now. But I'm trying to look around to see if there are any trap or something that might tell me she's not as defenseless as she might look.
Make a perception check for me.
Make it, oh shit, what am I doing? Check.
Yes. Or if you can find the oh shit, what am I doing skill.
Type it in. Type it in.
Perception.
You don't see anything else that particularly stands out.
Yeah, she's just got a spoon.
She's a little old woman. She's got a actually, do I have a picture of her?
I've got a word that's originally in my pocket. It's been there since 1973.
This will tell you also about her.
lady sweets, beware. It's come on, right. Oh dear, hang on.
She looks like
I'm gonna say that
this.
there's paint.
I'm gonna say, is it a skull she has on her face?
It certainly isn't a skull. It's paint. Yeah.
She appears to have her face painted and is wearing a seemingly human skull as a necklace, because that's normal.
That's probably her husband.
Well, that's what she wears to the children's party. That's where she got the face painting done.
Five Nights at Freddy's, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what you see for Leaf, and then you can either obviously carry on towards her or retreat back to the rest of the group. She doesn't seem to have noticed you on your approach.
Doesn't seem.
Can the others of the group see me from where they are, or not yet?
What, does the group see you?
I know, do we?
You
tell
can
us.
make yourself known to the rest of the party if you want to.
Don't shout.
Guys, I finished differences!
And then you have to. That's like, oh fuck.
Wait a minute, I think she noticed me!
As it gets stabbed. Yeah, she definitely noticed me.
So yeah, I try.
Okay.
I try going back.
Shall we try and sneak in with you then?
No.
I try to go back to the group to make them come as quietly as possible because I'm not sure about taking her on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. Calvin, remember last time you tried to take a boss on your own?
I didn't try. I was doing recon.
Either that, or you could try and get yourself into a position where she doesn't know you're there. If we cause a noise as we come in, you could be potentially behind her.
Yeah, but we don't know anything because he hasn't told us yet for now.
Well, yeah, but if we put that into place, so okay, not that he does that, but sort of signals us in, but he moves round. He's already in stealth. She doesn't notice him, so he could move out the way whilst we come in.
Well, first, has he joined us back? Because we can't make plans if he's not there.
Yeah, I go back to them to warn them, and then I try to move further to be hidden. But first, I go back to the group.
Okay, so you suddenly the cat man drops down into the group and interrupts whatever conversation about spoons you were having.
Oh,
So, do you really never hit with your spoon? So why the fuck do you have? Oh, there he is. Hello.
Thank you.
but we were talking about spoons.
Yeah, I think they would have taken quite some time to get there on their own. So I found this fairly old lady that should be Nanny Poo Poo, I guess. She seems to have some shaman's power or something. She has a lot of weird witchcraft objects. I couldn't really recognize many things, but mainly animal skulls, weird painting, and etc. I don't think she noticed me, but we can be sure.
Do you think you could sneak behind her? Then as we try and sneak in, if we cause a noise...
I could try.
Do you mean like we're all doing an ambush?
Effectively, we try and sneak as many people as we can behind it. The first person which startles her attention before her. We might have a good chance behind her.
And I mean, up until now, everything we come across try to kill us, so...
Well, exactly.
We don't expect any different here.
So what do we do? Do we sneak one by one?
I say we sneak in one by one, and whoever startles her first, then the rest of us come in afterwards.
Yeah, I go first to try to put myself in position.
Okay.
Very well.
Stealth.
People watching the stream, you're now going to see my dice rolling, but they in the group are not.
Except if we're watching the stream as well.
Don't spoil the surprise.
I'm not.
Is he rolling 25 dice?
Really, don't spoil that surprise.
Any purple uses a 60-sided die.
So,
One is a failure, and everything else is a success.
Philippe just vanishes back up into the undergrowth
Ah, sneaky kitty.
and just
Who goes
skulks,
next?
Okay, who's going to go
skulks
next?
back round.
I have 2 stealth.
I have 1 stealth. Who's the stealthiest?
I get this plan
Yeah.
isn't going to go very far.
Okay, right, sod it. I'll go in next. I'll try and stealth in next.
1. Oh, good.
Oh no, I can't go in, guys. I literally can't.
Can't do it, leave me alone.
Riordan ducks down into the undergrowth, and Ninja runs away.
Do we have Romad like having a mental breakdown just behind us? Like, no, I can't, guys, I can't do this. I can't.
That's stealthy as fuck.
My stab is -1.
Okay, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna try and go stealth. I'm probably gonna fail my check, so if I fail, you go and you help me.
Well,
We're just trying to get as many people as we can behind
you
this
don't have
woman.
to
That's
worry,
all.
because I'm going to fail, so it's fine.
Okay, who's going between you and me?
If Theodas succeed, you can go like you are on your own and make a diversion.
Yes.
And then we come to help you. Okay, who's going
Do you
between
have-
you and me?
How much do you have in intimidation?
To be perfectly frank, it's best if I go last, because I will most likely fail, as I have to roll with disadvantage.
Very well. Just before I
Crunch,
go in,
crunch, crunch.
It's gonna be like I'm carrying a drawer full of cutlery or mollusk.
just before I go in, I take my short bow and put an arrow in, but I also use 1 dose of my snake venom that I preemptively put
Okay,
in, just in case,
just in case.
and then try to stealth. Ugh.
Son of a bitch.
Does it go well?
Oh, drum roll.
I'm stealthy.
Lay down.
Come on, come on, come on.
So, Riordan and Philippe, you
Yes.
manage to creep
Yeah.
round to the back of the hut.
Okay.
That means I'm fucked.
Theodas Lorakaran knocks his bow, clunch,
On a Gimli.
ducks into the undergrowth as well,
Right. Off.
sneaks, sneak, sneak, sneak,
Like that. Off.
and
and joins the rest of you guys.
Oh.
fuck you.
Sorry.
And then you shout, thank God! I thought you might hear me!
It's not nice for my heart, you know that.
And then you hear the sound of a bird passing overhead.
Oh, shoot it! Shoot it!
I shoot the bird or not?
Make
I think it's unwise to shoot the bird.
make an
Well,
insight
I'm gonna
check.
I'm gonna try and stealth it.
Can I make an insight check as well there?
Everybody who heard that can make an insight check.
I'm still at the gate. I don't even see a thing.
Inside. 15.
Okay, I would normally drag
You can drag.
people down to the darkened corner of the tavern for this, but seeing as only 2 of you failed, that wasn't a bird, you guys.
I knew it.
Oh.
That
Didn't
was
even
a
look-
mistake.
I didn't even look. It didn't matter.
That's not good.
Okay.
That's no moon.
What?
That's no bird.
That's no bad. That's not a bad.
It's a battle station.
Move a little bit quickly, guys.
What do you mean it's not a bird? What do you mean it's not a bird?
It's
not a bird.
If she uses
The hut door opens,
shit,
Oh shit.
and
that's
out
what we mean by that's no bird.
walks a young woman.
That's definitely the old hag.
Hello.
I'm still having my bow ready, and I'm still not going out from my cover.
I think I'm still pretty much in my cover. I'm still pretty much thinking I'm still looking at the cliffside right now.
Yeah,
I'm still at
Romad
the
and Torin are
entrance
still at the gate.
Yeah.
Philippe and everybody else is behind the hut.
Where's
And
Iku?
This young
Show
woman,
your spoon.
Where's
young
Iku,
woman
by
is
the way?
stood at the door. Iku is at the gate still.
Me
Okay.
and Romad and Eco all playing Uno.
Uh,
No, stop.
I rub and pray to my spoon for guidance.
the 3 of you, Riodan, Philippe, and Theodas, can make me investigation checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Better investigate that ass.
It is a wall.
Wow,
I
that's
see.
actually quite impressive considering.
Theodas is still like, what do you mean it's not a bird? It was a bird. I mean, it's a bird. I can see a bird here.
No.
No, bird's the plane. No, it's not a plane. That must be a person. No, it's not a person. That's Superman.
Investigation. I think my character Philip is more like I'm pretty sure that's the old hag, but I have doubts.
As you guys look, you notice that the young woman that's approached the door and has opened it and is now shouting out to the world in general is a young elven woman.
Hmm. Does she has the painting I saw on Nanapupu?
No,
Nanipupu.
no, she's clean-faced.
All right, let's kill her. No, just kidding, but still, I'm really not sure about this.
No, I'm not going
Oh,
out
no.
from my covers unless I get the order to.
Well, this is the thing. We're still waiting for the other two to attempt to do whatever they're going to try to do.
I
Can
already
you
said I'm
two
going
at
last because I will blow out cover.
I'm like with the 2 of you. I'm like, just stay down. Let's see what she does.
Can I
Ask
try?
Iku what on earth.
Can I
Who's
try?
this young one? Ask Iku who the young one is.
Can I try to climb a tree nearby while remaining stealthy?
Yeah, make me a acrobatics check.
Oh fuck.
What? I'm not going to fall on you.
You say that now. Yeah,
Okay.
you spring up like a cat into the
it's
tree.
It's a fucking cat. It's a barbarian still. It's-
I'm as much as a cat as you are an ape.
well, just
Wow.
wait.
You damn dirty ape.
I get the urge to just shoot an arrow up his ass, but I remember it's poison, so I don't do it.
The door
Yeah, but
closes
I would
again.
most likely fall on you with this one.
The door closes on the hut again.
Okay.
Is the lady still out?
So
The-
do I get a
The
better
woman's
point
gone
of
back
view?
inside.
Okay.
Is there another door that we can see
No.
to that?
No.
Can we
it's-
creep underneath the hut to take a look through the floorboards?
No.
Oh.
You have a spoon, not a shovel, okay?
Do I get a better point of view now that I'm a bit more high up?
You can see into the hut, and so can Riordan from where he is, but Theodas
Yeah.
can't.
No, I'm just trying to stealth.
Too small.
You can both see inside the hut, and the young woman is just walking around inside the hut.
She's alone?
She
I
seems
still
to be
look like
alone.
outside.
Does it look shifty at all on the inside? Shy of it being made out of skin and bone?
No more so than a hut made of the flesh of animals stretched over the rib cage of a giant dinosaur.
Okay.
The woman appears.
Wait.
The woman appears
Can I-
to be putting various herbs and things inside a cauldron.
Can I look
Am I
around to
still
see
looking
if
at
I
the
spot the
side
bird?
one?
Sorry,
Then
two of
one
you were
of you
speaking at
two-
once.
Yeah, we were two.
Take a pick.
You-
Danny.
Tanny,
Am I still looking at the cliffside?
you're still at the gate.
Can
Am
you
I
ask
looking at-
Echo about the young lady?
And
Can I-
can I,
Did we see the young lady?
I want to look around to see if I spot another of the bird I spot earlier.
You didn't see it, you heard it.
Ah, okay. Well, I try to see if I can spot him.
You didn't. You didn't see the young lady. You may have heard her shouting.
I can just imagine Tanny and Torin being like, okay, they're dead. We go.
Yeah, we're gonna leave now, guys. Bye.
Yeah,
So-
just your everyday average
Did
hut
the
made of.
Did the voice
flesh.
calling out sound obviously young? Or younger than an old woman would be?
Yes,
She
it
was
was.
described as fucking
It was a much younger sounding voice than you would expect an old woman to have.
Right. I question Iku. Does she change form into younger versions of herself, or
It's not outside the realms of possibility for the magic that she wields.
Okay.
We also Game of Thrones.
Is she any friends with? Does she have any kind of allies with her, anything like that, or do you think she?
She
might
seems to be alone.
You can't tell her that you're not you're not right next to her.
Yeah.
no, Iku?
I'm using telepathy now.
Does she have any accomplice?
Iku does not know.
Iku does not know. Iku will remember that.
Echo now talks in third person.
So they can't see us at the gate right now.
We're not at the gate right now.
Yes, from the gate, they can look out to try and spot where you guys have taken up hiding spaces if they want to. They know where you were aiming for. So if
Come
you
on, guys, you know the plan.
I keep saying, and look at I said I'm going last. I can't do it.
I'm turning to Riordan and be like, what the fuck are they doing?
so Romad, at this point, it's I guess it's time for you to either
Do it or break it.
to use
Oh, shut up.
to use the phrase "piss or get off the pot."
Oh, yeah, she what?
So it's either time for you to make the stealth roll or to not
Do
carry on
something
with
else.
that plan.
Okay,
I think
let's
I'll
go, I
over
guess.
there. Can I go over there, please? Oh, I don't even know where I am, so I'm assuming
You're currently at the gate. You can make a stealth check.
I'm so sorry.
We're at the gate. We're about is it 1,000 feet from the hut, something like that.
It is just over 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards. That's all.
Wait a second, hang on, I got a spell, haven't I? That makes weird noises.
I have a spell.
Okay, should we lure her out of the area?
Can't answer that because I'm not
None
there.
of them can answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Torin's the only person who's with you at the moment. So
Oh,
That's what I'm doing. Tora, do you think we should lure her out so we can get the other guys out?
I'm not sure. We could try and get her to look the other way while we try and sneak over there, but
It's going full Dead by Daylight right now. Right? Sneaking.
No, it's not listening. No. Because I do have I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Prestidigitation.
What's the range on that?
That is no larger than 1 cubic. No wait.
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 Alright. Wait.
Protection.
I just get this image of just trying to read the book while they're hold on. I can.
10 feet.
10 feet. Which
I just want to make noise or something.
I'm presuming 1,000 yards is much less than 10 feet. Or much more than 10 feet.
That way round, yes.
That's what I'm. So we can make her look at us.
Make those noises. Ah! No, don't worry. We'll put that in the stream. What? Just give me a second, guys.
Do it. Just do it.
Do it. Just do it. Strike down the gate and become stronger than you've ever been before.
No, that's a shit idea. Don't do that.
We will just beat the shit out of their gate, and she won't understand why.
She comes out to find me and Roman. Just have to feed the gate.
The fuck you doing to my gate?
What the fuck you doing?
Alright, back again. It's not much of a walk, so I'm like kind of picked up quickly.
Okay.
It was supposed to be here by like.
Oh, hey. So this is slightly useful information I just read about Iku.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna try her stealth roll now.
Ooh.
At least something happens.
She's gotten fed up of us.
She's gonna try her stealth roll now. That was her stealth roll. Yep. She stealths. As you do, she stealths.
She moonwalk in front of the gate.
She creeps into between the hut and the gate. And suddenly both the people at the hut and the people at the gate can hear her voice in your heads.
What?
Oh, she's using telepathy.
Classic.
I can
She's a message. No, yeah, she's probably.
I can speak to both of you if you wish to pass along messages. You can respond to this.
What are you doing? We're waiting here.
Yes. What happened to the plan?
I'm waiting for romance. He's just rifling through books and shit.
Why are you waiting for him? He was staring at a wall earlier.
Come on,
What's the
Roman.
situation at the hut?
We are waiting for you to do your part.
This is sneaking in.
All we've had is a young woman who's exited the hut and something which flew over the top of us, which wasn't a bird.
I'm still not sure it wasn't a bird, actually, but
Well,
Alright, I'm gonna come in then. I'm gonna come in.
Eku said it's not beyond the realm of possibility that that young woman might be her.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's her.
I just thought I'd pass that on.
Alright, I'm
Okay.
gonna stealth it, guys. Wish me luck.
Good
Luck.
luck.
Okay.
It's gonna be so terrible. Right, man, start sneaking in
May the
and.
force be with you.
What?
And
Let
the
me-
force was with you.
We start something now.
Let me see
Oh,
if she notices.
Be careful, I'm going to be stealthy.
One which is causing a lot of noises, and that's what kind of like.
Apparently,
When I'm
Roman did
full
just
war
let's go.
cry while going to the gate.
Romad does not know how to stealth, guys. I'm sorry.
We noticed that.
Romad crouches down and starts walking forward, and then just trips over a skull.
No, he's
And
lands in,
running. He's literally
lands on
running.
a pile of skulls, and
Whilst trying to sneak in, is open the gate entirely.
She makes a Moria.
trips over a skull, lands, rolls, and then just starts sprinting towards your location.
there
We
is
signal to
Okay.
run the other way.
there is the
John.
heaviest of heavy size from Torian.
John,
And
can I try to sneak away from that?
I agree with that motion.
those two of you that can see through the gates, through the windows of the hut, notice that Nanny Poo-Poo spins around to look at where the gate would be if she could see through the wall of the hut,
Oh no.
and
Oh,
then
great.
vanishes from sight.